Welcome to a zerok 1 versus 1 between Hedkeaf in the red with shieldbots against in the blue with fleas, a bunch of fleas. It is HistidineStar. Both of these players are neutral rank and a lot of fleas coming out now for Histidine already. That's 8, so they probably queued up 10. Nope, they queued up 8 to begin with. A little bit of a strange number of fleas, but it's fine. Anyways, convict is out. Double convict already. That's very greedy, I'd say. But they're not using the convict yet. Little interesting, little weird, I'd say. But it's fine. I mean, the choice for shield bots. To me, shield bots make sense. Bots are always good. And spiders, of course, you've got a couple of cliffs and such. And spiders are always just fun. Shield ball does get countered a bit by venom. So that could be very nice for the spider player later on. But for now, Hedkeaf actually is better with their eco. Even though, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It should have been pretty much equal. But they do have those two little maxes a little earlier. Alright. Anyways, by now they've got a total of 4 bandits constructed. Neither player has actually bothered to scout at all, which I find risky. In this case it's going to work out since, well, neither player is really going for a rush of some sort. But yeah, that is of course an option. So you would have liked to have one flea, at least go around with his flea, sit in view of the enemy factory, or just sit behind here, get a couple of shots, make them respawn, then run back. It is difficult, I know. But you know what? These are high level players. I believe these are 7th and 8th on the matchmaking leaderboard, I believe. Yes. Both of them are at least top 10. So, yeah. Then they should have the APM to just go around sitting on cliffs with fleas and snipe little caretakers and extractors and all that. Right? I'd say so. Anyways, over here flea now does go down. And I think that's the very first time that, well, Hedkeaf actually discovers the enemy fleas, so they might have expected some spiders due to possible radar pips they've seen, especially the one over there, which probably was in radar range and after that got buried, so disappeared off the radar. So they may have already assumed it was spiders. But the thing about spiders is, of course, yeah, you need to have some kind of defense at your convicts, but, well, flea isn't actually deciding to do anything. So it's fine. Now here, Venom, the radar riot for spiders. Since they of course don't have a traditional radar riot will have to do. And well, bandit, 3 of them, when chasing, are not doing very well against a single venom, but they do barely just clean it up. And the other the weaver also went down. Which means that, well, Histidine also loses a bit of radar. Since, well, I'm not sure if you can actually see it. Right now you can't. Anyways, weavers, well, kind of this range. Nope, that's from actual radar. Never mind. Weavers have a small radar. So you don't really need to build frontline radars as much if you have spiders. Range is quite short though. So it's still nice to just build standard radars. Anyways, convict will once again go there and, well, possibly we'll see the flea have some action, but I don't really expect it. Felon already coming out without any shields, and the paralysis from the lightning should be quite good against shields. And double Felon already, I mean that's very high DPS. Each Felon is 705 DPS, so that's a lot. But look, oh no, shield is pretty much gone because they use shield to fire with, which means that it's effectively useless right now. And the other ones are not here to link up shields, so this one should actually die. Yes, it has 1600 HP, but it's also stunned, so it's going down. Over here, the two commanders are facing each other. And, well, Hedkeaf hasn't actually decided to continue building their stinger, and because of that, well, their commander will go down. Histidine already upgraded to the shotgun, and does have a turret close by. There goes the commander, and oh, is it going to stay up? It is not going to stay up indeed. The stinger was just about built and 750 damage from that thing. Both commanders dead. And looking at the forces, it should all be for the reclaim should all be for Hedkeaf. Get that convict over there and start reclaiming. Build a turret there and get that 1200 reclaim. 700 in the middle as well. Which kinda also looks like should be for Hedkeaf. And over here, well, 2 Venoms dealing with 2 little Lotus. No issues there. Thugs coming in, but, well, Raider Riot, so they can kinda dodge those thug shots as well. Little Recluse should probably be dealt with, but there aren't any bandits here, so that's going to be a little difficult. And, well, that's a thug with a somewhat drained shield. This one completely drained. And now the bandits get in range with the good DPS. Might be able to hide in the shields a little bit. But that's not exactly the easiest thing to do. Now 3 of them in range, but the thugs are running away, which means that you lose the damage from them and the defense. 1 Venom will get out with its life. Current eco? Just look at that energy income. Yeah, that's amazing. All of those wind turbines, 1.9 right now. For Histidine, that is a lot of energy. Yes, just those. That's like almost 90 energy. All of it is in wind turbines, which however also means that it's quite volatile. Solar collectors of course don't have that problem, but once the wind goes down, all of a sudden we'll see this energy drop as well. Issue is, Hedkeaf has the same problem, and only 30 energy, yeah, that's really not a lot. 1 little bandit is going to die. 1 thug should probably be sent over there, or just a couple of bandits indeed. Expansion on this side has been killed, but over here, Histidine has not been able to expand too. And 1 little bandit should be able to clean up the Recluse, if it just moves forward. Which it's kinda doing. There it goes. Good job. Now, in the middle, like 3 Recluse. Should not be enough, especially not if the shield like combines, because then it's like impenetrable. Just look at that already, 9000 shield value. And that's even excluding the convict, which is another like 900. And a little bit of a push up north with a couple of bandits and all that. It's not going to work. I mean, there are a good number of units over here for Histidine. And not a lot of DPS for Hedkeaf, so indeed driven away. Right. 6 Recluse here. Okay, that's quite a decent amount. Yeah, that's pretty okay. Not amazing though. And you are letting a shield ball grow. Also, Egg went into amphipods for, well, lobster and apparently also ducks. Sure thing, I mean, ducks are really nice raiders. We'll say that much. And because of course they have their missile, they're also like really quite good against Venoms. Because, well, 1 rocket, then you get stunned, sure, but you still dealt the same amount of damage. With the little lasers from the bandits, as soon as it's stunned, it's like, well, did hardly any damage to the Venom. While a like duck with alpha damage is quite nice. Right. Recluse will try to hold off the shield ball, and it's actually draining it quite okay. And once it's completely drained by the Felon, by shooting, well, then all of a sudden, there goes your Felon. However, there is also not a lot stopping the bandits over here. Venom, because it's a raider riot, it's not exactly the best riot out there. And all of those Recluse could go down to a couple of bandits. Still, Histidine does go down, or like go back a little bit, just because they may be afraid of going in here, facing off against possible redbacks, or they are trying to focus on this maybe, I don't know, they really should be. Okay, there they go. Couple of ducks now going this way. Soon we'll see another felon, a couple of seconds and it will be up, and because it starts out with its shield completely full, if the ducks had not cleaned up these venoms, the felon definitely would have done so. To me it looks like Hedkeaf should quite easily win this, but the raiding parties from Histidine are probably what's keeping them alive. I mean, they are once again denying eco over here. This eco they're actually going to try and take, it seems? No, but at least we can now see that, look, a small little radar. And over here the same thing. That's the nice thing about weavers. Also, don't do this with your lobster, it's 340 value, that's quite a lot. Going in there just like that, ouch. I mean, it's not a big deal. And attrition is still positive for Hedkeaf. But once again, look. 2 little venoms denying another, like, how much? 4 eco. And should be able to kill 2 convicts as well. Denying the reclaim. Still 700 over here. Which is not insignificant. Over here is trying to save the Weaver. And is doing a pretty good job at that. Weaver might be able to heal the venom a little bit. Though I don't know if that's going to be enough. It should be. Because, well, thugs really aren't good against them. And it's like pretty much a 1v1 and you can dodge 1 bullet. Even the AI can pretty much do that. Over here, single venom left. The other one probably killed its friend. Or like this one probably killed its friend. But still, the convicts are dead and the metal extractor is also gone. We'll now be running away. But it does in fact die. Right. Now in the middle, 1 little venom. That's not that many. Against a, once again, pretty sizable shield bot. 12,000 shields right there. Combining everything here, it's like 13.8 because of the second felon. Sure. That's pretty decent. However, that's why I said, like, yeah, venoms do have a benefit that, well, they've got that like 400 extra damage and like 600 or like extra shield damage here. Like 200 and then more paralysis damage. Right. So that's quite nice for them. That they deal like bonus damage to shields. It's probably also why they are not going into redbacks. Even though purely against bandits it would be a better shot. Going for the pure riot. I think it's mainly just to counter shield ball. And well, right now eco still looking quite good for Histidine. However, or like the energy eco, metal not so much though. Because they have taken this down, they have taken this down and this. But now once again, well, convicts are over there, reclaiming, convicts here, once again building up. Here they've built up. And at the same time, Histidine is still just in their base. They can't really do all that much if they're just in their base. They really are now. Well, they really should be, and they are also like reclaiming over here. Which is quite nice. And 7.5 per weaver, so that's 15 eco if you're reclaiming with just 2. Over here they're able to drive back a couple of the raiders. And they might be able to get like almost 1,000 reclaim over here as well. Though, honestly, I feel like Hedkeaf would probably be able to push them away from that spot. Though, just focusing on their middle push, which is pretty expensive, like 5,500 plus. Yeah. I get that you want to focus on that. Over here, just 3 ducks, but the 3 ducks and double convict, so they should be able to handle those 2 little venoms without too many difficulties. And there goes the balance. Right, Hermit, you are countered by raiders. Not the best idea to go there right now. Anyways, triple venom, sure thing. And now, here it comes. The big old throw with the lobsters. Remember, there are multiple lobsters, so they can still throw back even within the 10-second window. At least they should be able to, right? I see lines, so I think that's possible. And they are now going back. Right. Just a couple of hermits over here are able to kill the lobster. But yeah, 142% attrition. That is really nice for Hedkeaf. Due to reclaim, Histidine is right now ahead in like medal income. And you know what? I really would just like to see Hedkeaf like join up their grids a little more, or just put some like extra solar panels around their maxes. But it's not necessary because Histidine gives up. And GG for Hedkeaf. So well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.